Good day, viewers. One of the most crucial minerals for your body is potassium. You can maintain a healthy fluid balance and nerve function with its assistance. This is why a potassium deficiency results in significant issues. You may ask yourself, how do I know if I have a potassium shortage or not? At this point, numerous indications and symptoms of potassium insufficiency range from exhaustion and heart palpitations to digestive issues. In this video, we will be talking about 8 signs you have a potassium deficiency. 8. Cramps. When there is a potassium deficit, cramps are fairly prevalent. We don't really want to identify a specific form of cramp when we mention cramps. They might happen anywhere. If you are low in potassium, you may also get abdominal cramping. If you have stiffness and don't go to a doctor about it, the stiffness will turn into cramps or spasms. Who would have guessed that a simple potassium deficiency would cause this? You should thus make an effort to eat as much as you can. You will be able to avoid the majority of the issues we discuss in this video if you do this. 7. Feeling numb. Imagine one morning waking up with no feeling in your arms, legs, or feet. What an eerie sound that is. Well, if you have low potassium levels in your blood, that may very well be the case. This is not being said to frighten you. Just thought you should know. You see, potassium is crucial for the health of your nerves. Your brain uses these nerves to communicate with the rest of your body. Your brain can't truly transmit them correctly without potassium. Even then, the signals are hardly audible. The brain is attempting to send messages, but it is unable to do so, which is why you feel numb. Although, this issue is brought on by more than simply a deficiency of potassium. You shouldn't be concerned if it just sometimes occurs, but if it does, see a doctor right away. 6. Muscle stiffness. Your body needs potassium mostly to maintain proper blood flow via your muscles. Because there is less oxygen in the blood when potassium levels are low, the blood arteries may constrict. Your body will experience sluggish blood flow as a result of low oxygen levels. Muscle rigidity results from this. If you do nothing, your blood vessels will burst. If you don't take care of this issue, you can also get muscular spasms. It should be emphasized that other issues might result in muscular stiffness and spasms as well. Fever, weariness, or simple activities that deplete your energy are a few examples. So don't draw any hasty assumptions. Visit a doctor instead, and describe your symptoms to them. This brings us to the following entry. However, make sure you've subscribed to our channel before we go any further. Don't forget to hit that like button and ring the notification bell. This way, you'll be kept up to date on all our great content. 5. Tiredness. Fatigue is a well-known sign of potassium shortage in the majority of instances. Do you want to know what a potassium deficit has to do with fatigue? As was previously said, potassium controls blood flow via muscles. There isn't any potassium to control the flow, hence there isn't enough oxygen. Your body becomes easily exhausted when there is a shortage of oxygen. The result is weakened muscles. This is the cause of your weariness. In addition, there is another element at work in this situation. Your heart is compelled to pump blood more quickly when potassium is lacking and oxygen is in short supply. Your arteries and veins are under strain as a result. Countless calories can be burned off as well. You'll consequently use a lot of energy in the process. Your body feels worn out and lethargic when you are depleted of energy. 4. Breathing issue. Many persons who are deficient in potassium complain of respiratory problems. Why does this occur? Your lungs are stimulated to expand and constrict when potassium transmits the signal to them. You are now able to breathe in and out. Consider what would happen if your body didn't have enough potassium. You won't have anything in your body to activate your lungs. It could make breathing difficult. Even scary is the fact that your difficulties don't stop here. Your heart will start beating erratically. If left untreated, a potassium deficiency can harm your lungs. 3. Your heartbeat has problems. The heart pumps blood more quickly when potassium and oxygen levels are low, as was discussed in the previous 2 statements. In essence, this means that the heart must exert itself more. Your heart, therefore, begins to beat more quickly, sometimes skipping a beat. People who experience stress, sadness, and anxiety are familiar with this sensation. If you're wondering, yes, potassium does have an impact on your mood. But more on that in a moment. To get back on track, arrhythmia may result from this issue with your heartbeat. It is characterized by irregular heartbeats and is frequently a sign of a deeper cardiac condition. We advise that you frequently drink potassium if you really don't want to cope with any of these problems. It's not that difficult. The potassium content in apricots, oranges, and bananas is relatively high. So be sure to stock up on them the next time you go grocery shopping. 2. Mood swings. Lack of potassium has frequently been linked to weariness. What ties them together? You may recall that we discussed issues with the heartbeat. This has some bearing on that. The heart is under a lot of strain as a result of the shortage of potassium. When potassium is absent, the brain tries to communicate critical information, but the impulses are feeble. Stress levels, therefore, start to increase. This causes anxiety and despair over time. Another important factor is the blood's deficiency of oxygen. In fact, it was shown that 20% of individuals with mental illnesses also had low potassium levels in their blood. That ought to be persuading enough now. Of course, further study is needed to determine whether ingesting extra potassium might help treat these illnesses. You won't experience them if you consume a proper amount of potassium, that much is certain. 1. Constipation. Food moves very slowly through your intestines because you have low potassium levels. This might cause constipation for you. However, potassium deficiency is not the main factor in constipation. Too much dietary fiber may be the cause. It could also happen if you're dehydrated. Additionally, those who have digestive issues may experience it. So once more, we advise against making hasty judgments. The best course of action is always to visit the doctor and describe your symptoms if you are experiencing stomach issues. How to obtain enough potassium? The easiest method to consume the 4,700 milligrams of potassium per day that is advised is to include a lot of fruits and vegetables in your diet. Only 1 in 10 persons, or at least 1.5 to 2 cups daily, of fruits and vegetables, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, at least 2 to 3 cups daily. Although bananas may come to mind first, there are several foods that are high in potassium. Whole foods including leafy greens, tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplant, zucchini, avocado, pumpkins, potatoes, carrots, raisins, beans, dairy products like milk and yogurt, meat, chicken, fish, and nuts contain it. If a patient has a medical condition or is on specific drugs, a doctor may prescribe supplements. Always consult your doctor if you have concerns about taking additional potassium in pills because supplementing on your own can be risky and lead to heart rhythm issues or even cardiac arrest. So do you happen to know anyone who has potassium deficiency? Do they complain about any of the points we've mentioned in this video? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Kindly click the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing secrets and tips. Before you go, we have handpicked a video that you love to watch. Click to watch the video. See you in our next video.